been so looking forward to this trip. It's been funny. Just for the last month I've just been itching to get out, and yeah, I was planning on going to Tassie. Obviously because of COVID we don't know what's going to happen with the borders, so they shut them very quickly. I decided just to go over to New South Wales. I think that's a lot easier. I can keep in touch with my wife and she can just ring me if they're going to close them. I can be back in a day. But this is about enjoying. Tomorrow it'll be 1 year since I started the Pacific Crest Trail and had to quit for family reasons and then COVID. But I feel this is going to be a fitting place just to spend 4 or 5 days just to enjoy myself. This Paddy's Cliff Trail has actually made it quite easy. I really had to do the basics navigation. I'm just starting to get the feeling we're getting near the end. It supposedly goes up for 3 kilometres, so we'll see. There's some rosellas. Well, here we are, first night. Glad we camped where it was. I just literally overshot the actual mark. I ran about 200 metres. I was getting fading light and tiredness, and I'm glad I didn't, because I absolutely bucketed it down. But yeah, I slept 10 hours last night. I had the best night's sleep ever. Can't wait for this beautiful day. Hopefully it's going to be lovely and sunny. There's a few clouds around, but apart from that, it's actually pretty good. Well, hopefully we'll get down to the river today, right down the very basin, and that'll be an amazing place to go. It looks wild out there. So yeah, I'm gonna have to keep an eye on where I am, otherwise I'm gonna get lost. Downfall of the drawback of doing all these walks. You take your time purifying the water. The last few years I've opted for the Sawyer Mini Squeeze. It's okay, it does the job. I'm finding it a little slow. But apart from that, it's probably not too bad. I suppose sometimes you just got to have to say slow down a bit and just enjoy it. I mean, this time last year this was all under fire. And there's no water here whatsoever. Now it's everywhere. So I suppose you have to just take it as it is and enjoy. What's the rush? I think if I came back here next time, this would be my first night's camp after a big ride from Brisbane. This is stunning. We're probably realistically half an hour to the river below, but it's just it just would be an amazing spot having views like that. It's funny, you can tell nobody comes down here for the main reason. Every 20 metres you get a cobweb in the face. It's like they've been busy. There's another bloody one. And every time you get there you're like, I hope there's no solid with that, because you know what's on it. But yeah, it's stunning. This is definitely a through walk. It's a wilderness walk, as you can see, look. It's bush bashing at its best. Well, here we are. This is stunning. Took some time to get here, but we're here. So I've got a feeling I'm going for a swim in a minute. So tomorrow we're going to go up to the Devil's Chimney. It's probably, realistically, I reckon it's probably 3 hours from here, so it's a 6-hour joint. Take a time, it'll be up the creek, rock hopping, so I think it'll be a good thing to do. And yeah, and then I'll be back here again. We'll leave the tent and stay another night here. Good morning. A great morning it is. It's lovely and sunny. Early had one critter trying to get into the tent last night. I don't know if he hit the string, but he woke me up. Switched the light on. He went. A few things hopping around. So there's a few stuffy animals around. Today we're going to go up the river and up the valleys, and we're going to go up to the Devil's Chimney. So interesting to see what that's like. First raise into the valley. How things change. The amount of log jams around here. You can imagine the amount of water that flows down here at certain times of the year. I said a lot of this debris is from the fires. Just come into this beautiful rock section of the river. Looks like signs of horses, wild horses. There's droppings. It's just finding your way through here, finding the best route. These certain sections aren't deep. cool was it today? Wow, we had a brilliant day today. Got up early and went up to the Devil's Chimney, and that creek, as you've seen with all the photos and all the videos, is stunning. And then got back around about 1 o'clock. I had something to eat, and then I've been trying to fish all afternoon. I don't know if I'm really crap at fishing or there's just no fish here. I think the drought really affects it here. It's only this year the water's back, so yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe I'm excused, there's no fish here. So yeah, it's good. But today's been brilliant. And just to top it off, we just had wild horse, should I say, just come down. He's gone back up again. He's took one look at me and got scared and hissed at me and went back up the hill. But even that's great to see. So yeah, it's been a really good day. Well, this is the ridgeline we've come up. We were camped down there the past couple of days. These are the views of the beautiful Fawkes National Park. If you look in the distance, you can see the ridge line that came down a couple of days ago. All the way down there into the valley. Oh my god, the humidity is so up. I've got a funny feeling we're going to get rain this afternoon. And a bit of thunder on one of the ridge lines. Can't really see a lot here because of the trees, but that's where we were yesterday. The Devil's Chimney, which is in the distance over there. And this is why you climb up the mountains, to see views like that. There's the river down there. It's unbelievable. It's funny, I came up here, get rid of that, switch debris. It's the perfect camping spot here. I wonder how many people have camped over here over the years, just to get that view. Now later on, a couple of hours, we're going down that ridgeline back to the river, and tomorrow we're going to go all the way up there and follow the line all the way back to the car. Well, for today's cuisine we're going to have couscous, Ainsley, I think it's the mushroom one, and then we've got a bit of salami in there, and I always add a little bit of taco seasoning just to add a little bit of flavour, just seems to be nice. And then washed down with a nice coffee. So it should be nice. I'm going to eat this and then I'm going to have a nice swim in this beautiful river. It's not always roses. I went for a walk up the river just to see how beautiful it was in the valleys, and it pissed down. So I'm absolutely drenched, so I've got a brew on. Luckily it's not winter yet, so it's lovely and warm still. Still have my t-shirt, not cold. I actually got some water out the river. The river's warmer than it is outside. But yeah. Welcome to Australia, the dry continent. It's clouds coming in down the valley. Bit of water on the lens, but I suppose that's the disadvantage of doing this in the rain. I reckon we'll get a bit of mist today. There we go, another beautiful night, slept beautiful, and yeah, it's back to the car. Should be up to Red Ridge, I think it's called, and then straight back to the car. We'll go past a place called Mount Gardner, which is the Wangara track, I think, where all the four-wheel drive, so I might see a few four-wheel drives when we get to the track, but yeah, should be back to the car in about 5 hours, I'd say. Okay. Possibly my last glimpse of the Aberfoyle River. What a beautiful section of the Guy Fawkes Wild Rivers National Park. It is beautiful. It's a bit cloudy today. It adds to the mystery, as they say. But yeah, if you come here, be prepared for steep hills. But once you're down the river, it's pleasant. You just follow the horse tracks. Magnificent it is down there. So mysterious with all the cloud in the forest. Completely different place. Mystical. We're heading up there. Probably another half an hour and then we'll get onto Red Ridge. Well, here we are. We're at Mount Gardner. We're on the grass plateau, not far from the car, I'd say now, probably half an hour maybe. But yeah, this is one of the highest points on the walk. But yeah, it's stunning. With all this mist, it's all eerie. Longer Dam. Two kangaroos jumping in the background. Stop now. Just, there they go, off they go again. Old evidence of cattle, old cattle station, obviously, Wonga hut, a few years old. And finally the sun comes out. It's the first time all day, 11 o'clock. It's been raining all the way up the ridges, which wasn't too bad because it kept it cool, otherwise it was roasting. It's still pretty warm. Still early bloody late summer really, isn't it, rather than autumn. But yeah, it's stunning. This has been really good, one of the better walks I've done. I'm probably realistically only 5 minutes from the car, so I thought it'd just be good to say how good this trip was. Guy Fawkes National Park. Do you know what, there's always a best sign that when you get to the actual end of your walk, your car's still there. The next thing is, does it start?